Remember when we were kids, our parents used to tell us if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Well, I think we ought to work on that with our comments as well. Not on my videos, we'll talk about this here in just a second. Hello everyone, Semi-Retired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. It's a beautiful day here in Omaha, Nebraska. Happy Monday. It's about 65 degrees out. If you're new to the channel and wondering what in the world's going on here, well, basically you're watching me walk. 21 plus months ago, I couldn't do this. I could barely stand for 2 to 2.5 minutes without severe pain. Now I'm out here walking every day and doing lots of other things. And that's all thanks to the carnivore diet. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. I'm glad you're here as well. It means a lot to me that you spend just a few moments of your day with me. But let's go ahead and jump on into this thing. First, I want to apologize for there not being a video yesterday. I made a different version of this video. And as I was editing it, listening to things I said, I decided that it just wasn't in line with the message I like to give to people. So I scrapped it. It was a little too late in the day to remake it for yesterday, so here we are today. Now, as I have said in talking with Professor K and many others, that ideally 80% of our carnivore diet should be made of beef, the muscle meat of large ruminant animals, plus the associated fat. And the other 20% should be everything else, the chicken, the pork, the fish, the dairy if you're having it, all of those other things. That being said, remember the primary overarching theme is eat what you can afford. What brought all this on is, I'm not going to name names or groups or anything, but I was doing my usual glance over the message boards on Facebook like I do every day, seeing if there's any questions that I might be able to chime in on and help somebody out with. And someone had posted a picture of their grocery haul. And it was a really nice looking grocery haul. And someone had jumped into the comments and said, "Oh, that looks like an awful lot of chicken to me. You should be getting more beef. That's way too much chicken." Again, eat what you can afford. I don't want to discourage somebody. They went to all the trouble of laying out everything they bought at the grocery store, taking a picture of it, and showing it to people. Why would you jump on them about their grocery haul doesn't line up with what you are eating? It just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, maybe I'm being a little overly sensitive, but I think we ought to encourage each other. If you think there's too much chicken in their grocery haul, go ahead and keep that to yourself. And if you don't want to say something like good looking picture or that's an awful lot of meat, good job, then just don't say anything at all. That's my opinion on the thing. Is a lot of chicken ideal for the best health we can expect? No. But I don't know what that person's situation is. I know I recently started adding in more chicken to my diet. In fact, I'm out here walking now. This is actually Sunday afternoon when I'm out here recording this video for tomorrow. I just had a great big pile of chicken legs. That was my meal for today. Why? Because I'm trying to save money, and I got a bag of chicken legs for 74 cents a pound. Even the cheapest ground beef at $2.50 a pound. Even after you subtract out for the bones that were in that chicken. Even if the bones made up half the weight, that's still $1.50 a pound for meat. And that's what I can afford. We have no idea what situation this person's in. Let's be encouraging to everybody. Let's get out there and cheer each other on. Not be judgy about what they choose to eat. I was watching I can never remember the guy's name, Jesse something or other, but I was watching an interview he did with Professor K. And Professor K had an opinion on this, who said basically the same thing I just did, that yes, 80% of beef, 80% of your diet being the muscle meat of large ruminant animals, is probably best. However, that's, as he said, that's not a hill I want to die on. Because if it's a choice between eating chicken or ramen noodles, I know which way I'm going to go. If it's a choice between chicken and pork versus any of the other highly processed foods out there, I know which way I'm going to go. I'm going to take the chicken 10 out of 10 times. Is it as good as beef? No. But it's far better than anything else. I've talked about this a lot, folks. You guys know my opinions on gold medal foods, silver medal foods, and bronze medal foods. And I would put chicken and pork somewhere in the silver or bronze category. Maybe right in between. Is it as good as beef? No. But is it still better than everything else? You bet it is. So let's try to stay positive out there, guys. Let's help each other out. Duck back here where I'm out of the sun. Maybe you can see me better, maybe you can't, I don't know. Let's go out this way and just face into the sun. There we go. That's really what I wanted to talk about today. Let's not get so wrapped up in how we are doing our carnivore diet that we forget where everybody else might be coming from. Let's try and encourage everybody out there, because the last thing I want to see happen is, we get a shiny new carnivore that's very happy with themselves. They went out, they bought this stuff, they take a picture of it, they get brave enough to post it on social media and say, look at what I got. And they get grief because their version of carnivore doesn't match up with yours. Come on, people. I hope some of what I said today made sense. Don't forget get out there, encourage somebody today. That's what I try to do every day, and I'm hopeful that most of you do as well. In fact, I'm pretty sure most of the people that comment on my videos probably have very similar views to mine. but I saw this and I just felt like I had to comment on it. I know a few people that watch my videos and they'll know what post I'm talking about because it was in their group. Sorry to bring this up, but I just felt like I had to comment on this. That's what I've got for you today, folks. Don't forget, get out there, be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you in the next one.